Good evening. We welcome you on behalf of Intersection Records. This is Derek bringing you a review of the recent Billy Strings show from Southaven, Mississippi, April 13th, 2023 at the Lander Center. The venue was initially listed as TBD. They have two venues in Southaven, Mississippi, which is just on the border of Memphis. There's an outdoor venue, which is pretty nice. It's being renovated, I understand. And in April, I was wondering, will they have it there or not, just because the weather's kind of crazy. This one, they went for the Lander Center. What I just heard was just approved for a $30 million bond for renovations for an attached hotel and convention center, which would be pretty cool. First off, I'm not too familiar with Billy's catalog. I've seen him 2.5 times. We'll say I saw him in 2020 at the Lyric in Oxford, Mississippi. It was sold out. I had to get something off of StubHub, got my ticket off of StubHub. Had a balcony view. I remember it being notable for being, a good show, first of all, but doing China Doll. So he does a China Doll cover. He had Beatles teases throughout. I think Norwegian Wood and Your Bird Can Sing were teased throughout the first set, maybe second set. I think he closed with Norwegian Wood. Second time I saw him in my halftime, I guess, was at Mempho Fest, which was initially, it's in Memphis, by the way. It's created, one of the founders is Jeff Bransford, founder of Terminus Records, and coincidentally, one of the founders of Proud Larry's, whose 30th anniversary it is today. We'll be heading up there shortly. But I caught part of him for there and then kind of got in a beer line or something, I don't know. And then he came back out, Widespread Panic, played after him. He joined them for about 4 or 5 songs. He did Dirty Business, which was the first time I'd ever heard that. So thank you, Billy. I've been to 60 plus Panic shows, never heard Dirty Business. Into a Jam, Into All Time Low, which Billy covers. Airplane, and Into Red Hot Mama, the P-Funk cover. So Billy's been blowing it up lately. I wanted to catch him because I don't think he'll be slowing down anytime soon. So the venues get smaller or bigger and bigger. You won't see him at the smaller venues anytime soon. So I wanted to catch him there. And he was great. Everybody was just blown away. My mouth, I probably looked stupid watching him because it was so good. He was a combination of bluegrass and psychedelia, which I already kind of knew, having seen him, 2.5 times. Does a lot of teases, did some Inspector Gadget teases. A couple of us at the same time said, oh, that's Dark Star. So they sounded like they were jamming Dark Star, never went into it. Sounded, they were doing some Brothers-ish stuff, but very jammy, improv-y, and then also straight up bluegrass tunes. He grew up in Michigan, learning bluegrass from his dad, playing a bunch of Doc Watson, Stanley Brothers stuff. I mean, almost, most of the show is a bunch of covers, really from old bluegrass guys. So it started with Fire on My Tongue into Bronze Back, so I was a little familiar with that, and that kind of set up the show for the night. Against bluegrass, and then all of a sudden he hits his pedal and it turns into the psychedelic stuff. So playing an acoustic guitar, picking it, flat picking it, and then hitting the pedal and it goes all psychedelic. And he's got this fiddler that kind of complements that. Again, each person took a solo. Maybe not the bassist. Maybe he was holding it down. Maybe he did. I just missed it. But what really struck me is that Billy was paying attention, really, to the other musicians as they were improv, and he was just kind of playing off that, but really looking at them intently. So really paying attention to what everybody else was doing. Next, they went into Fireline. I don't really know that song. Into Taking Water. They did a Harley Red Allen cover, Hello City Limits, which was, I thought, very good. Pyramid Country into Must Be 7. Again, some more jam stuff and some bluegrass stuff. And then they did about 3 traditional bluegrass tunes, Doc Watson, Deep River Blues, a nice river song, Bound to Ride, Stanley Brothers cover. Has a nice line on there, again, just south of Memphis, coming down from Tennessee, riding on the line, thinking about the girl of mine, couldn't keep from crying. Then they did Wild Bill Jones, another Stanley Brothers cover, and Red Daisy. And then the first of 3 Train songs, Train 45. Todd Snyder would be proud for the first of 3 Train songs. Set 2 started with what I didn't think was a traditional, but it might as well have been, a cover of the Mississippi Chic, Sitting on Top of the World. A lot of people have done this. Probably he learned it from Doc Watson or Bill Monroe. They've done it. Bob Willis has done it. The Dead have done it. North Mississippi All Stars, Radiators, Nat King Cole, Sinatra, Dylan, all sorts of folks have covered the song. And it's got a great line: Mississippi River, big and wide, got my baby on the other side. Sometimes it's blonde haired woman on the other side. Sometimes that line's not even in that one. I don't think the original may have had it. I don't think Doc's version has it. But I like that line, and it was relevant to Mississippi. Heartbeat of America was next. In the Morning Light. Riding That Midnight Train, another train song, another Doc Watson cover. Wargasm, which is one of Billy's, pretty good. Miss You, sorry, Miss the Mississippi and You, a Jimmy Rogers cover, who was known as a father of country music from Meridian, Mississippi. Might have had some yodeling, which he was known for, but there was definitely some yodeling in this set. But I don't remember which song. It was likely this because of Bill Rogers and his yodeling. But I have not had an opportunity to listen to the Nugs net version of this, the soundboard version that I expect to be forthcoming. Running was next. Hellbender, and then another train song, Train, Train, a Blackfoot cover with that line, Train, Train, Lord, take me out this town. That woman I love, Lord, she's Memphis bound. Again, not too far from Memphis. Another Bill Monroe cover was next. Ashland Breakdown. I don't know if this is a hat tip to Ashland, Mississippi, which is about an hour away. Maybe, maybe not. Love Like Me, Whispered My Name, another cover. Newgrass Revival cover. Turmoil and Tinfoil. Then that was the end of the second set. They did not leave the stage. They come back with a Sweet Revenge, which was a John Prine cover. I had not heard it, but most of the audience have. May have been the only person who didn't know that song. All the folks around me didn't know it either, but a lot of people were singing that. So a lot of John Prine fans there that night. And then ended with the Gold Rush, a Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys cover. So overall, everybody was blown away. He's fun to watch, very entertaining, impeccable musicianship by everybody, jamming, improvising, very fun to watch. Highly recommended. I will see y'all next time.